Yes, people, another dark day for football rivals. Arsenal class performance at the Bernabeu. Who would have thought? I actually thought Madrid would beat them 2-1. I'm kind of speechless how easy that you lot made it look. I can't even do this, man.
Buzzing.
Well played. Fair play. Unstoppable, unreal. There's so many words to describe Arsenal right now, and it's like, where's this been all along? And it's just like, you know what? If this is what you've been saving it for, then you can't hate, man. It's any slander towards Arsenal. I'm talking about panelists. There's going to be a lot of people flooding in right away. This Monster's going to jump in. Catch might be around. A gal's going to jump in. Will's going to jump in. And so forth. And so any slander, you're out. I'm not going to lie. You're getting booed out. So that's it. It's simple as that. It's fair play, man. You lot done the job. You lot done everything you needed to do. Tactics on point as well. You didn't even do the super duper low block kind of thing. You just played your game. It was more of a mid block, defended well. You even had Kivio on the back line. You made them cross the ball in. It actually felt like a top team trying to play against Arsenal, where you suffocate the middle, make sure the other side can cross the ball, because you know what you're going to do. You're going to sweep it up. So, you know what? You deserve to go through. I'm not going to lie. A small part of me is kind of glad Madrid went out. There's that little bit thinking, fucking too right. But at the same time, when the reality sets in, it's going to be like, oh, fuck. They actually might get to a final. After what we saw with PSG yesterday, and they've already beat them this season, it's kind of long, man. But anyways, look, we're joined by Patrick and obviously the early ones in Aaron. You're buzzing, innit? Well, Patrick isn't buzzing.
Yeah. Nah, listen, I'm absolutely buzzing. And a big up to you as well for having me on, Patrick, brother. Nice to have a stream with you. Chat as well. Big up to you lot. Don't forget, like and subscribe. 100%. Listen, I'm absolutely buzzing. Over 2 legs, I didn't expect it. And I think, there'd have been a few Arsenal fans out there that wouldn't have expected us for this. I mean, we're talking 5-1. I'd have never imagined it. Do you know, I thought we were going to get beat over the 2 legs. I'm not going to lie. They're Real Madrid. They're 15. Do you know what I mean? We're none in 139 years. But I'll tell you what 2 fantastic performances over 2 legs. Declan Rice. Come on, man. That guy, we got the 2 magic moments from them free kicks that he might never score again, by the way. I hope he does. But, I mean, they were just unbelievable. And then he follows it up with an absolute masterclass today. I mean, every time I was watching him, it was an interception. It was Declan Rice. It was a block. It was Declan Rice. It was a header in the box, in his own box, of course. Declan Rice. He was absolutely everywhere. He was playing 2 positions almost today. Just it almost felt like Kante-esque, where you just feel like there's 2 of him at times. He was just absolutely everywhere. Considering as well, Martin Odegaard had an absolute stinker again. Was playing with 10 men virtually for 180 minutes. So Declan Rice's job was even harder, which I think absolutely makes it even that more spectacular. He has to be spoke about, Declan Rice, as knocking on that door of world class. And I watched him as well, especially over them 2 legs in Munich last year, and Goretzka dog walked him. And I tell you what, Declan Rice dog walked Bellingham, Modric, Camavinga, Tchouameni, all of the boys there in that Real Madrid middle of the park. He was just absolutely head and shoulders, performance-wise, above every single one of them. I'm not saying he's a better player than all of them. They've all done spectacular things for Madrid, but over these 2 legs, he was better. That's almost unarguable. I mean, if someone can say a better player over the 2 legs, please tell me, and let's have a debate about it. But I thought he was unbelievable. And taking it into the next game, so we've got PSG now, 2 legs, of course, bruv. We're going to have a copy and paste of that, man. I was saying to you off air, I think maybe having the home leg was quite beneficial for us, purely because the way we set out the second leg, we've done the business in the first leg, and we know Mikel Arteta can stink out places in the second leg. Case in point being when we went to the Etihad last year, or was it maybe the year before? And we had that 0-0 draw. I think it was last year, the 0-0 draw, and we absolutely stank the place out. At the time, now we know, probably should have won because we lost the league by 2 points. But the point I'm making is the way we played, and he'd done that today and better. We set up really well for the counter attack, and we took our opportunities. And Mikel Merino, bruv. Mikel Merino with 2 assists, by the way. Fair dues to him, man. You didn't expect that for him. He's an emergency striker, Mikel Merino, and I tell you what, he is doing the absolute business. Long term, no, but short term, I mean, long may this continue because he's been unbelievable. That you can, Cass, brother, I won't waffle on too long because I know everyone else needs to have a little chat. But Mars Lewis-Skelly, ridiculous. The geezer's just turned 18. Come on, man. He's performing like that at the Bernabeu. He was absolutely fantastic. And I was thinking to myself, with the 2 of the centre-backs, you'd be thinking it wouldn't be Saliba to make the donkey moment to concede the goal, would you? So props to Kivior, mate. He's got to deserve his flowers because I was one of his biggest critics going into the tie. And I think, do you know what? That's fair enough. Magalhaes has been unbelievable. Kivior's been a little bit, so-so. So I was quite right to have a little bit of worry, but that geezer has stood up 180 minutes, and he needs to do it again for another 180, sorry. Timber, ridiculous again. I mean, just you're going all over the field and everyone's having absolute masterclass performances. Bukayo Saka, fantastic considering the injury he's come back from. He's been unbelievable. Martinelli worked hard and got his desserts, didn't he, at the end? Do you know what I mean? It's just an overall fantastic 180 minutes for Arsenal, and I can promise you this, I'm absolutely buzzing. I mean, long may this continue. We've been absolute pony in the league. I mean, absolute crap. And the Champions League campaign, no one can really argue that it's been pretty solid. I mean, finishing 3rd in the league format, and we've got through these legs. He's doing the business. You've got to give the credit as well to Mikel Arteta. I will do that for these 2 legs. He's absolutely done the business. He's done it right. And yeah, of course, long may it continue, man. He's got to do it again. Copy and paste, please. Copy and paste in Paris, copy and paste at the Emirates again, albeit both legs. Boom. Absolutely buzzing.
Are you going to Paris, yeah?
I will be, yeah. I haven't got my ticket yet. I don't know if I'll have the points for the game. But we'll be going. I'll try.
Do you know what's disappointing though? This is it's also disappointed me because I used to glaze this guy, no homo. Like I used to basically say, oh, when these guys are older, this is the guy who takes over. Odegaard is disappointing me. Like now I understand why Odegaard is now I understand why Odegaard was sold by Madrid. Because Madrid fans used to tell me, don't hype this fella. My God, this guy is awful. There's no flavor.
Which one? Who?
Odegaard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, if I played like he did over 2 legs, I wouldn't go home and look my missus in the eye. It was a disgrace.
You know who's crap? Jude Smellingham. Absolute Jude Delaney. Rubbish player, bro. Don't ever talk to me about this guy's anything decent, mate. He's crap.
Did you tuck in again today?
Shirt and a shave, all of that bullshit. Fuck off.
I'm telling you. Sometimes this high
Jude walks into all of your teams, by the way.
How about this?
No.
Jude
walks into all of your teams.
How about this? I'd rather have Bruno Fernandes than Jude Bellingham. That says a lot, bro.
Thank you.
Because all he's got, everything he's got is running the box. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Why are you even talking with permission right now? Do you not know how it goes on over here? Until you're spoken to.
Crazy.
You can have your talk. Don't worry. You know what? How about this? We're gonna open up the line so you can get jailed. Yeah. If you're out of line.
Wait,
anyway,
can you ask him though, Cass? Let me ask you, as a Madrid fan, do you think when Vini scored, do you think the comeback was on?
Nah, because we conceded.
Because you know what made me laugh? It's the way Vini was running. I was like, is he seriously running like that? Thinking the comeback is on. Man, these guys have cooked you. And I knew that they're gonna cook you because Arsenal is not easy to play against. I have seen Arsenal. I know like they've had stinkers this season, but when it comes to defending, you guys made a mistake with the 3-0. This wasn't the team to get 3-0. If you want 3-0, give them to City, because City will never stop playing a high line against you. These guys are so good. And they didn't even have to have Gabriel. They had a guy who none of them rate, and none of these guys on this panel rate, but he played such great football, and they beat you. And what's embarrassing about this for Madrid is Arsenal beat you with a DM or a CM playing as a striker. That's how bad it is. So imagine if they had a striker.
Yeah,
and you know what?
2 assists and a goal too.
Do you remember, Cass, you were laughing at me the first time I told you that? Why is Jude tucking in his shirt? You said, what do you got?
All right, brother. This guy thinks he's got aura. Honestly, it's embarrassing. No more Rice Krispies. Big up for the membership. He says, what result? 5-1 over 2 legs against Real Madrid. Man said you got the doubled by Arsenal. It's crazy. Where is Big Mouth Wolfie and Josh Villa? Will be the furthest English club. To be honest, he was on yesterday, and I ain't asked him to come on now. If I ask Wolfie to jump on to the show, I'm pretty sure he will, but I'm not gonna lie, he might bring down your vibes because you know what he's like. So it's up to you lot, though. If you want Wolfie on, I'll tell him jump on. Pause. But yeah, man. Smash the likes as well. If you ain't smashed the likes, just double check everything if you don't mind. You know, headlights. Make sure you know your brakes are in check. All of that good stuff, and then like the video, thumbs up, no matter what mode you're on. And then we can hear Will cry and moan and have every excuse under the sun how much he hates Ancelotti or some bullshit like that. Again, what you saying, man?
Bro, that was amazing. Simply amazing. Before I even go on to talking about Will's team or anything like that, Arsenal made every single Arsenal fan very proud today. With the performance over the 2 legs and going away to the Bernabeu, somewhere where you guys said, oh my God, you can't go to the Bernabeu with Eddie Nketiah. You can't go to the Bernabeu with Lacazette. We went to the Bernabeu with Mikel Moreno, came out of there with a 2-1 win, and Mikel Moreno got 2 assists.
I didn't even notice that he got 2 assists.
We went there with Kivior, and we had a solid defensive performance without Gabriel Magalhaes.
Don't forget your fullback, the fullback.
We went there with an 18-year-old, and he was gliding past everyone. He put on his Instagram a post afterwards. What's his name? Rudiger stepping on him, and all the other clips of him just gliding past all the players. Declan Rice over 2 legs was the best midfielder on the pitch in both games with the performances that he put in. The career-defining performance. Everyone's turning their heads and realizing how good he actually is with those 2 performances. What a player he is. Timber defensively locking up. We're talking about Lewis-Skelly on the right hand, locking up Rodrigo. What about Vini, Ballon d'Or candidate, getting locked up by Timber? Timber also predicted the friggin' the aggregate score line with his Bible verse 1-5 earlier today. Now let's go to the other stuff that we need to talk about. Bukayo Saka. People say he can't handle pressure. He missed a penalty in the Euros. He missed a penalty in the title race. He missed a penalty today. Doesn't matter. He went and scored the second goal. And over the 2 legs, you guys might not rate him as high as some of these other players on Real Madrid, but Bukayo Saka outplayed those guys. He showed that he was better over those 2 games than Vini. He was better over those 2 games than Mbappe. He was better over those 2 games than Rodrigo. And I think Rodrigo's hooked. And I think he put those Rodrigo debates to bed. Like everything you guys want to say about Bukayo Saka, he's not world class. He's not stepped up in the big moments. He can't handle pressure. Guess what? Versus Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, away from home, he shushed the crowd after scoring in 65th minute, opening the score in the game. Now they did get into the game, they did score, but I thought Saliba had just a silly moment.
You just gave them a little like, oh come on.
He just had a silly moment.
How do you feel? You took pity on them, Miguel. You took pity on them. I think you gave them a goal for free.
Honestly, man. It was a mistake. We were up 4-1. We were up 4-0. I mean, and it's like, you know what? You make a mistake, but it is what it is.
I don't think it was a mistake. I think we gave them the goal.
You know what we did at the end? At the end, we basically went and gone and win the game. And now that's 4 times we faced Real Madrid in our club's history in the Champions League. That's 3 wins, 1 draw. Real Madrid, whenever they play us, they turn into Tottenham. This is just what happens. We have not lost.
I was just sat here, Agal, and I was thinking, do you know what? I was here when I agreed mostly with Agal. I nearly took
we have never lost
at the moment.
We have never lost.
Then you go and say
to Real Madrid. We have never lost to Real Madrid. This is the first time they scored a goal against us.
Yeah, they've never scored. They've never scored. I saw that. They've never scored.
If we played them 100 times.
And by the way,
Spurs,
let me say one more thing. All those people who were cooking me for combined 11s for well over 2 years, how does it feel now? All you guys saying, Bukayo Saka over Rodrigo, you're stupid.
It was still stupid.
Fuck off. Rodrigo, my ass doesn't get
You're
nowhere
not justified again with that
Declan Rice walks into your midfield.
Who's midfield?
Declan Rice walks into your midfield and is your best player. Walks into your midfield.
You gotta be talking to Cass
both your fullbacks in both legs were garbage. Timber and Lewis-Skelly start for Real Madrid every day.
Brother, you played my backups. You played my backups.
Saliba is a better defender than Rudiger. No debate.
What are we saying, guys?
I
What
don't
are we saying, go? We need to do a
I
new
don't want
combined
to hear
11.
it.
We need to do
I
a new
don't want to
combined
This
hear
guy
11.
has played
We
my
gotta-
backups.
we gotta
Carvajal
revisit the
injured,
combined
Sterling
11.
Mendy injured.
Now we gotta revisit the
played
combined 11 now that
fullback.
they knocked out.
Hey,
Also,
Gal.
finally,
Go on,
Real Madrid. Now that Real Madrid are now out of the Champions League, everyone else can kind of relax. Everyone else is looking at Arsenal now saying, you know what? Everyone's now looking at Arsenal saying, in order to be the champions, you got to beat the champions. And I think Arsenal beating Real Madrid have put down the biggest statement they've done in years. Now we got to go get their job done. And go
I hear it.
now
Spanish
we
Spurs.
need to go to PSG and show them what we're made of. Because defensively, we are better than every team bar Inter. Inter is the only team that scares me left in the competition. I hope Barcelona take them out. If we have a revisit of Barcelona Arsenal, I would be confident. But right now, the job's not done. PSG, we're coming for you. 29th of April, we're coming for PSG. As for today, Real Madrid. Real Madrid, Vinicius Jr., Bosh. Vini, Bosh. All of these guys, shit. You guys today got outclassed, got dominated, and got put in a blender by Mikel Arteta's tactics over 2 legs. Give credit to my fucking manager. All you people who say Arteta needs to be sacked, he might win a fucking Champions League for the club. Build him a statue now. Build him a statue now.
Build him a statue for beating.
Wait, you're talking
If we win the Champions League,
if we win the Champions League, different conversation. You said build him a Champions League now. You just said,
Aaron, how much?
Wait.
Aaron, how am I watching? Yeah. And you are still being negative, bro.
I've not been negative. I've not said a single negative.
No, but you're saying everything he's saying is like, oh yeah, like, bro.
Towards the end of it, when he starts calling Real Madrid Spanish Spurs, I mean, come on.
Exactly.
They are.
Will, you're the Spanish Spurs.
You clearly ain't been listening to what every single thing I've been saying. What are you talking about?
Who gives a
hold
fuck?
Hold on.
Have we lost?
Catch, I think you only listen to what you want to hear, mate. Are you sure?
Hold on,
Aaron.
Hey, you sounded
referring to the fact that they've never beaten us.
Wait,
you sound like my missus.
Why are you guys fighting? You just won. Why are you guys fighting? You just won.
Listen, this is what you get when you get deluded Arsenal fans, bro.
No, that's why you're on it.
Listen, Aaron, you've missed the curve, bro. You should have been doing this years ago because something's about. You've missed the curve. Yeah, Lee Gunner was ahead of the curve. You man are too late. It's about to change. Yeah, it's about to change. And you know what? Hold on.
I don't want it to.
You guys have beat the
Hold
worst.
on.
I didn't think I was going to be on here with 2 hospital fucking patients.
Hold on. You know what? Everyone was. You know what my mum always told me when I was a kid. Yeah, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing.
What is it that I've said that ain't nice?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Cass. I'm talking to Monts. I'm talking to everyone that told us we wouldn't win these both of these legs. But all of a sudden, now everyone's gonna come some mad YouTube analysts and Arsenal. No, before you give us the praise, apologize. That's what you got to do. If I done something wrong as a kid, I would apologize and then I'll move about my day. Do you get it? Aaron as well. You didn't think we were going to go through, did you?
I know. So do you want me to apologize to you or something?
Yeah. You don't really get to. You don't really get to celebrate the same way like me and someone like a gal.
Excuse me, what season to get older? That goes the way European matches don't get to celebrate.
You didn't believe.
I'm going to Paris, and if we get through, I'll have a ticket.
Oh, now you're going to Paris.
Yeah, I am going to Paris.
Because
we're through.
Because we're through.
I wouldn't be going there if it weren't through, would I?
Yeah. Because you didn't believe we were gonna get through, bruv. Take off that shirt, man. You don't even deserve to wear that shirt.
On the real,
real shit, bro. Real shit, bro. You talk negative on our club 24/7, bro. And then now you're gonna come and praise. No, just in general, bro. Hold on.
So we came on to talk about Real Madrid.
One more thing.
Talk about Real Madrid, and now you're not talking about how I spoke about Real Madrid. You're just gonna round it off, are you?
Literally, you're trying to pick out Odegaard. We've just beat Real Madrid, bro. No one cares.
So does that
no one cares. Yes, but we
Oh,
just
shit.
beat Real Madrid.
That's all I said.
Like,
So,
leave
yeah,
that
I know.
there.
This is
You know what I'm
funny.
saying?
So I'm
That's
not
all I'm
allowed to
saying.
analyze the game how I want it and say that the 10 players were well
Mate,
class. apart from one of them. What we doing there?
There comes a point where, you know, when like exception to the rule, bro, everyone gets their praise
What does
today.
that mean?
Everyone,
Yeah,
we
no,
gone
they don't,
through,
'cause
bro.
Odegaard was shit again.
Look, there you
One
go,
person.
man. You're always
What
going
are
to
we
be
talking
negative.
about?
Like I said, you
How is
missed
that
the
negative?
curve,
I'm
bro.
not negative about one player because only one player was crap. I was
You've missed
buzzing
the
about
curve.
10. I was
Let's
buzzing
talk about Real
10
Madrid,
players because
'cause-
they were good. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're not
we'll-
listening to me. Don't talk over me, bro. Look, what I'm saying is,
What do you mean
you're
don't
not
talk over you?
because you're not letting me talk.
Let's not do
You're
that. Let's not
listening,
do that.
bro.
Let's just
You're not
keep it.
listening.
Go on.
All 10 players before you came on and started waffling, I've gave an extreme praise about all 10 bar one. So how can you say that, bro?
Yes,
You know
but
what I mean?
bro, after tonight's game, why are you like,
What?
even today, when I'm looking at everyone, bros,
You're not listening. are you?
Saliba didn't have the best game, but I'm not
You're
gonna out him. We just beat
Excuse me?
fucking Real Madrid.
What are you talking
Bro,
about, Saliba?
what do you
What
mean,
are you
Saliba?
talking about? You come on with the wrong energy,
Yeah,
bro.
This
that's
clown.
a
Clearly
big,
didn't
that's a
listen to a
big,
single word I said.
it's a big chance.
Club.
They, bro, come on.
Catch, if you're gonna come on with your chest, you've ate your Weetabix this morning. You got your big boy pants on. If you're gonna come on and accuse me of something, listen to what I say first.
No, because there's no need to talk
Just a little
negative
bit
today.
of
There's
my
no
own
need
comment.
for it. There's no need for it. Listen, I know you want to
There
force
is.
the
How about
negativity,
each
but
game, allow it,
I don't
bro.
want to force it. I've just
Let
been
him
double
say what he
positive
wants to
until
say.
you jumped on.
Let him say what he wants
I'm
to
just
say.
governing.
You've accused me of something I haven't done, and now
I'm
you're
just
calling me
governing.
negative
I'm
because
just
backing up
governing.
points
No,
for
because
accusing me.
you
You're
were
not
talking
governing,
about
you're
Odegaard.
accusing. And
You
I'm
were talking
defending.
about
Bro,
Odegaard.
you
Why?
need to
It's
bring-
not the time for it. It's not the time for it.
Yes, it is.
Just enjoy the win. Enjoy
I am enjoying
it.
the win until
You're
you're
You're an
coming on.
Arsenal fan, bro. You're an
Oh, wait,
Arsenal
you're
fan.
the boy you jumped on, bro.
Enjoy it.
You're the
Let
one
him
that's
be, bro.
killing it, you donut.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I will if you stop talking. 100%.
You don't look like a man that's happy right now.
because you're
There
on
you
it.
go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
I always
But
say,
yeah,
Will,
man, let's enjoy it, bro.
You
Like no
started all this.
negative.
You started all of this, bro,
Because
so
you
I
know
don't
what?
you're talking about.
Listen. I'm not Odegaard's biggest fan myself, but after
what?
today, I'm not gonna come, bro. It's
Bro, you
leave
seem
it.
like
Leave it.
you're acting
alone.
like I've been reeling in for 10 minutes. What are you talking about? I said
You know what?
one sentence. What are you
If
talking?
you
You're holding on to that like you're hanging
I'm
off a
just
cliff or
saying.
something.
There don't need to be no negativity today. Just pure
yeah,
vibes.
only from Will. What are you telling me? What's going on with your
say
team,
what I
man?
want.
Damn, man, bro. Yo, bro's
Fuck
the
me.
fan police.
Will, you don't even have to do anything, Will. They're fighting amongst each other. You don't even have to do
I
anything.
know. Do you know what I mean?
My guy right here is the fan police. All right, now fair enough. Speak positively, bro. Like,
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. Now look, bro, we're shit. It is what it is. Congratulations. Like, this is the biggest night that some of you guys will remember. So, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like a big club has beat us, though, how you guys are acting. Obviously, you're not used to this moment. You're not used to being in these kind of situations. So I understand, you guys get a little carried away. But congratulations. You guys cooked us, I think, over these last 2 games. I think Carlo Ancelotti, the idiot, needs to be sacked. He's washed.
Your manager needs to be sacked. Your manager needs to be sacked.
Patrick, have you just found my content, bro?
Nah, I'm just saying your manager needs to be sacked.
I've been Carlo out since we lost to AC Milan.
Wow.
Yeah. Nah, he's washed, bro. The football has left him. He played directly into Arsenal's hands, right? All my attackers are short, but we're whipping crosses and endlessly. Joselu's not here anymore, brother. My tallest attacker is 5'9", and that's Mbappe, bro. He's not winning no headers. Kiwior's there, Saliba, Timber, all these guys are bigger than Mbappe. Why are we whipping crosses in? Why are we not making a change at halftime, right? It's still 0-0. We do need 3 goals. Why is Alaba still on the pitch? The guy got a yellow card in the first 5 minutes, and he's lucky that he didn't get sent off with some of the other challenges that he was making. But look, I don't necessarily agree with some of the narratives that's being spun, right? Like how Igal is talking about Saka is better than Rodrigo and Declan Rice walks into my midfield and Timber. Bro, of course Timber would start for Real Madrid right now because Danny Carvajal towards ACL. Of course, Miles Lewis-Skelly would start for Real Madrid right now because Ferland Mendy has also been injured. So, yeah, they get in on technicalities. When my squad is fully fit, the only player that gets in is one of your center backs because neither of them I don't think are better than Rudiger. Huh?
Is my squad fully fit?
No, you didn't have Gabriel.
Do we have a striker?
I mean, is that really relevant?
yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah,
It is,
it is.
yeah,
How
it
is
is,
that
yeah.
relevant?
Because they never
A striker.
How is
started
it
you.
relevant? You're talking
Bro,
about
we
Kai Havertz.
We rocked up to your ground with the defensive midfielder.
But I'm
at
talking
center
about
forward.
ballers, though. You're talking about Kai Havertz.
I think when it comes to strikers for Arsenal, we don't really count Kai and.
Yeah,
No,
like
I think,
what Kai Havertz?
No, but it's a factor. If we're gonna count,
How's it a factor?
if we're gonna count left backs and all these other players that he's counting, we're gonna count our center back and our midfielder
Yes.
and also
Yeah,
all our players out.
like
No?
okay, wait. Buddy Gal, I'm not talking about Jesus Vallejo being injured. I'm talking about good players here.
Who?
Like not bums. I'm not talking about scrub players. Kai Havertz is a scrub. Gabriel Jesus is a scrub. You don't really miss either of them. If
I'm
we're
not
being
gonna lie
honest.
to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You brought on some players today, and they're scrubs. So I don't
Name
know.
them.
Brahim
Name
is a
them.
scrub though. Brahim
Name
is a
them.
scrub.
If I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna
Name
lie
them.
to you. If you're calling Jesus a scrub, he would have brought more impact off the bench than some of the players you brought on the bench today.
Okay, so name the scrubs. Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, what the hell did Endrick do? He came on since the 61st minute. I didn't see him kick the ball once.
He
Got
missed
nutmeg.
it.
Got
He missed
nutmeg.
it.
You
Missed
guys,
that one chance.
you guys did this whole thing about Danny Ceballos being amazing. He's changed so much. Wallah, I didn't even notice him.
Yeah, well, he didn't start the game. Dan Ceballos.
Bro, he
was
came
out.
on. I'm talking
Ceballos
about your
was out
players.
for-
One second.
Ceballos-
I'm talking about your players who came off the bench. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about your starters.
No,
You mentioned
no.
You mentioned
Yes.
Arsenal bench players as if they're scrubs. Your bench players have not performed any better in this tie.
No, okay, I agree with that. But
So
Ceballos,
when
but
you
Ceballos
say
was- hold on,
when
wait.
you say you
But
have
Ceballos
injuries,
was just out
one
for over a
second.
month and a half.
when
He
you
just came
say
back.
when you say you
days
have
ago.
injuries, if I'm not mistaken, Jude
Yeah.
Bellingham's not injured, Mbappe's not injured, Vini's
Yeah.
not injured, Rodrigo's not injured.
No, bro,
Why
I don't,
did-
hold on, wait.
No,
I didn't bring up
no,
injuries as an excuse.
Let me land.
I didn't bring up
Why-
injuries as
so,
an excuse. I brought
one
up
second.
injuries because you
How
said
many-
that your players
how
start for
many-
mine.
How many of your world-class attackers were there, and why did you only score one goal against
I didn't
Arsenal
bring.
over
Okay,
two
look,
legs?
see, like you and I are very different. I didn't bring up injuries as an excuse. I brought up injuries because you said that some of your players walk into my team. So I was letting you know why they would walk into my team.
No, but
Not
Declan
because they're
Rice-
better, but
Declan
because I
Rice-
have injuries. If everybody's
Rice-
fit, they don't walk into my team. That's
Declan
why I
Rice
said
is
that.
better than every
But-
Real Madrid midfielder. That's a fact. We've
Declan
seen it
Rice-
over two legs.
So 2 games makes Declan Rice better than Modric, makes him better than Camavinga, makes him better than Tchouameni,
At
Jude,
this
Valverde.
point,
For 2 games.
at this point, I call him the 39-year-old.
Brother, Luka Modric would be your best ever player. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
Show some
10 years
respect.
ago.
maybe 10
Maybe
years
10
ago.
years ago.
bro.
No,
That
bro.
was-
If Luka
maybe
Modric,
3, even 3.
if Luka
Like,
Modric was at your club, he would be your GOAT.
You know
What are
this
you
is
talking
sad.
about?
You know this is sad. You guys took a whole week to talk about remontada, but when we
Okay.
talk about the actual games over 2 legs, which we're talking about, we're not talking about your whole career history. Over these 2 legs, world
guys were
class
better.
Jude Bellingham, world class Mbappe, world class Vinicius, world class. Only person who showed up who's been world class for you over these 2 legs is Courtois. Everybody else,
but
in your
again,
team-
we've been bad all season.
Wait, who said Jude is world class? Who said Jude is world class?
Jude is
Jude
a
ain't
world class
world-class.
player.
Jude ain't
You have
world
Phil
class.
Foden.
No, he's
right?
not.
I actually
Your only
agree.
ever
I don't
player.
He's not world
Jude
class.
is not-
Jude
Jude
is
is
not-
not-
How
Yeah.
is Jude Bellingham not world class?
He's
Stop
not world
it.
class.
Stop
No,
it.
man.
What's he
Stop
done to
it.
be
I'm
world
not gonna
class?
lie to you.
This
I
revisionism
need
now
to know,
because you
Will.
just
I
don't
need
like
to know,
the player.
Will. If Jude Bellingham is world class, is Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice? and
If
Saliba
Jude Bellingham is
world-
world class, then Bruno Fernandes is world class.
is
Thank you.
Bukayo Saka?
Jude is
Bellingham's a
better than
moments
Bruno.
player.
No, he's
He's a
not,
moments
though.
player.
Guys,
He ain't
guys,
world class.
guys.
But
He is
no,
a
no,
mo- definitely.
So is
One second,
Bruno.
one second. I'm not even looking for validation here. I just want to confirm. Can everyone now agree that Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, and Saliba are exactly what Arsenal fans have been saying they are? They
No,
all
Sa-
should be
wait.
considered world class.
But
After
nobody
2
ever
games.
said
Wait,
that
after
Saka's not world
after
class.
being Madrid
No,
after 2
based
legs.
off-
Yeah, but
based
wait,
off-
wait, hold on, Monts, though. Saka, not even fully fit and bad in Alaba, both legs. Come on, bro. Alba.
that doesn't.
Come
Well,
on.
I said this to
That-
Cass
that's
offline.
that's not my
Sorry.
criteria of world class. So that's
No,
you know what I'm saying.
Yo,
Yeah,
bro,
but
don't-
hold on. The
That's
narrative
me.
was, oh, can he do it on the big stage? Can he do it on the Champions League? He's
That
done
was
it.
my narrative. That's not
No,
my
but
narrative.
that's I'm just saying the consensus. Everyone says that. Oh, can he do it in the big games in Champions League?
He has to do in the final.
Oh, now it's the final. The post is going to get leaked every time.
I said this to Cass offline while we were talking. He said about Saka being world class, and I was like, and I know all of this is going to be up for debate because everyone's got slightly different metrics, so there's going to be no real winner here. Everyone's going to think the same or whatever. But I reckon if Arsenal win the Champions League, then I think automatically you probably would say Declan Rice is world class, Saliba's world class, Saka gets into it. They're all knocking on the door. But again, different metrics for everyone. But I think you've got to win something, to be knocking on that door. I get everyone's going to have different little angles on it, but it automatically. And then Magalhaes should be knocking on the door as well. Do you know what I mean? If he gets there, we've all got our different metrics, but I just don't think they're quite there just yet. They've got to win a Prem or a Champions League.
But Aaron, hold on, quickly. Would you call Harry Kane world class?
I know where you're going with it as well. I think he is a world class. He's proven it over years. He's excellent in his position.
Yeah, but
I get what angle you're going to come from.
You were already calling Yamal world class and all this kind of stuff. They say Rafinha's world class. I don't see them in a big stage. What are they doing, bro? They're doing as much as the next man. Why is Pedri world class? Guys, hold on. Respectfully, you're the loser. You're the loser.
You don't watch ball.
You're the loser.
There's no way that you just ask that.
No, because it doesn't. There's obviously different factors, the different things in it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Do they have world class ability, bro? Of course.
Yeah, World Cup in the Euros.
Of course. That's not come.
Saka did though. Every time he shows up.
If you're gonna tell me that they need to do it in a final or some bullshit like that, when man do it year in year out, like a Saka, for instance, brother, what are we doing? He's been doing it for 4 or 5 fucking years. What are we doing? People started to call Kvaratskhelia world class. Why?
It's today, did it?
Kvaratskhelia world class.
What?
He's a complete footballer, not world class.
Yeah, he's not there. But I'm just saying.
I keep the same metric with at least 99% of players. There are certain anomalies to certain situations. I think Harry Kane is one of the few anomalies to do something.
Vitinha has not done it in a stage, but guess what? That brother is so sick. But
as I said, Vitinha's thing is he's a new body. He's a new body. I said he's top 5 midfielders in Europe right now, but he's a new body. He can't chat to Barella. He can't chat to Barella.
Yeah, Barella.
Don't get me wrong. Has he been on the level of Barella this season? Yes, but can he chat to Barella? No. Gravenberch had a phenomenal season for Liverpool, but can he chat to these guys? No, he can't.
But the season is not world class. Is mad.
I also the man that have been doing it for how long, bro? And I'm not saying that for Saka. I'm just saying for my metric of world class. There are players this season that are performing as good as the guys that have been doing it for year in, year out. You still can't chat to certain man.
Wait, it's Dembele. Dembele is he world class? Dembele from PSG.
I think Dembele is too hot and cold to be called world class. But is he having a world class season? Absolutely.
Yeah. I think with a Saka metric as well, he's been carrying Arsenal for a good few years now. I was surprised he didn't have a shoulder injury. He's been carrying us. But what I do want to see him, like his position as right winger, like a Mohamed Salah, when he's winning titles with Liverpool, and take the titles out of it, he's putting 20 goals plus. Saka hasn't done that yet, and I know obviously this season he could have because he got a big injury. But I just want to see him take that next step as well. Do you know what I mean? Considering we ain't got striker, I know he's been knocking on the doors. He's got double figures and goals and assists. He's been fantastic. I really ain't taking it away from him. But I want him to have that season, where he's absolutely flying like a Salah this season. You're getting 20, 25 goals.
You think because he carries you too much? Like he carries you too much, where he gets injured and you still play him, and he just keeps being played and played and played. It's too much for him sometimes.
Part of it. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
No, but saying that other guy Salah just goes on and on and on carrying without any issues. Okay.
Oh yeah, look, players are different though. Do you know what I mean? Like you got to sort of.
But then you could throw in that Salah don't really score in big games in Champions League from.
There's always going to be different ways of saying that.
Salah's got more performances and got big goals in the Champions League than Saka will ever have in his life.
Why you get in touch? I was just saying, bro. What everyone's saying, bro.
Because that's Chill, bro. Salah's got to go at the Bernabeu. Salah's got everything Saka's done. Salah's done it.
Salah scored in the final against Tottenham.
That's what I want to see him. Take the next
step. That's what what man's talking about? I'm so confused.
I was just,
why are we talking about Liverpool? Liverpool
Nah,
looking
nah,
for
it-
some validation again.
I did a
No,
big-
no,
Fair,
no, no,
I
we're
brought
comparing
the
the
Mo
wingers,
Salah thing up.
wingers.
I brought the
Compare
Mo
wingers.
Salah thing up that allowed the
Wingers.
comparison. To be fair, so
Yeah,
that
but
that went
I
to
didn't
me.
bring up Liverpool. Pick
yeah,
him out.
yeah.
Bro,
man.
Mons, you hate Real Madrid. You must be happy, no?
I am, brother. Listen, I've been waiting for Will. I've been waiting for you, man, to go first. I'm just waiting. So by all means,
Bro,
I'll do
pass
Will
around.
I'm waiting for you, man, to go with Will.
You are the
You know what I'm
hood
saying?
J-bag right now. It's crazy.
Honestly, listen,
She's
if
got all the
y'all,
nice
No, but
gas,
yo,
got all
one
the nice
second.
things going on. Got a
I'm
nice job, but
trusting.
she's still the hood J-bag.
No, but yo, how about this? If
I
you
can't
guys
wait.
get the league, you guys are gonna get the league, right? If we get the Champions League, does that
Mhm.
overstage what you guys done?
Absolutely,
Yeah, 100%.
absolutely.
And you don't want that to happen, obviously.
It's a
Obviously not.
UCL. No.
To be fair, I'll just give you your credit because for me, I'm winning number 20. So you man are winning your first Champions League. It's new money to you. I've got 6 more.
Well, don't. Yeah, might.
So you know what I'm saying. So my thing is that I'm about to win number 20, and I've been waiting for number 20 for a long time, guys. I'm
Yes,
gonna-
how old are you?
Oi, you know, if we win the first one and you win number 20, you know ours is still going to be bigger than you winning number 20, innit?
Of course.
Like the whole like it will be a
Yeah, 'cause
way
you man are
more.
virgin. Yeah, because you man are virgin.
Let's be honest.
No,
European trophies-
it's just no, it's us, innit? It's us. It's us. Oh, what? When you
I
pop
go
your cherry, look at it.
chop a
Don't
10
do
out
it.
of 10 thing. If I go chop
But
a
yo,
thing that's
guys,
a
if
10,
we win
yeah,
the Champions League, it
if
also
I go
shows
chop
that the
a 10
Champions League
and
is
you
easier
lose
to
your
win than the
virginity,
league.
what's going to mean more to you? If
The
I
Champions League is also
and you
easier to
lose
win
your
than the
virginity,
league.
what's going to mean more to you?
I think Liverpool won't give a toss what Arsenal's done if we win the Champions League.
yeah,
And
but-
Arsenal
but-
now
but-
won't give a toss
but-
what
let's-
Liverpool done.
let's be
I'm
real,
saying
yeah.
if, of course.
Let's be
Yeah,
real,
that's
yeah.
what it is.
If
Liverpool-
Arsenal win the Champions League, it will overshadow anything Liverpool's done this season. Period. Anything,
Listen.
completely.
Because it's their first one.
Also, everyone has
exactly.
to give me. If Arsenal win the Champions League, I need an apology tour from every single doubter. That's Will. That's all you guys, especially you, Patrick. I need a 2-hour stream from Patrick. I need a 2-hour apology stream from Patrick.
What you say that's
Kaz,
me
fair
for?
play
What you say
to
that's
you.
me for,
Mons,
huh?
fair play
What did
to
I
you. I
do?
think you guys have been fair. Will, you yourself, you got to do at least a 45-minute special.
Nah,
I'm gonna have to do a
oi,
5-hour special
gal.
with Lee Gunner.
Oi,
I
gal,
need
not
Northside
easy.
to come on for 2 hours. If we win the Champions League, best believe I'm streaming for 7 days straight. 7
Wait,
days
but-
straight for
Well,
non-stop.
your missus ain't got an
supported
apology
you.
in
I
11
supported
years.
you.
You
I said
definitely
I
ain't
believe-
getting
I said I
it.
believe in
Bro,
Arsenal.
If we win Champions League, it's chaos. It's just chaos. That is it.
Bro,
It's
I'm
just
doing a
it.
Kai Cenat subathon. That's what I'm doing.
Don't make that promise. I made that promise and I failed. I was like, I'm gonna do it for a week.
Hey guys, can we get back to Will again though? Because I've got some. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
look, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
you're
get
my
back to
student
Will.
club, bro. Like, don't speak to me.
Hey, what you mean? Hey, hold
Will,
it down there,
brother,
Leonardo.
Will,
You know what I'm saying?
Will, obviously, listen, Will. Obviously, I know we haven't streamed that many times together. But brother, we need to have some conversations. Just some conversations. My favorite. You know what I'm saying? The Ethiopian with the mohawk, Promiscuous Junior. Let's talk, man. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk, man. Let's talk about that bitch with veneers, man. Let's talk. Let's talk. I want to have a conversation because listen, this guy was crying, not turning up to the Ballon d'Or ceremony, throwing his hands up, all of that stuff. Mbappe, you know, he found his form, he found his feet. You know what I'm saying? The jacked up Biani. Let's talk, man. Because for me, I always like to keep it very,
The wee
very
Walcott.
balanced. And listen, yeah, the wee Walcott. You know what I'm saying? Wee Walcott.
Mbappe.
You know what I'm saying? The wee Walcott, bro. Let's talk, man. Let's talk. Let's talk about the
I just
French Dama because for me, I saw zero tactics for 180 minutes. Yeah, your guy Jude Bellingham, Jude Bellingham,
Jude Bellingham, bro.
Jude world-class Bellingham, by the way.
Jude
Jude
Bellingham.
Untuck that shirt.
Bellingham. Now I'll tell you
What a
this.
beg.
Jude Bellingham,
Honestly,
the guy who runs around.
What a beg.
The guy who runs around, he tucked in his shirt, came back to England. By the way, after getting smoked at Anfield, he thought he could come back to
Black
England.
dominated.
Hey, listen, he
Put a lead around him and was like,
Hey,
"Come on, Jude,
honestly, keep going, boy.
Hold on. Why do you think that Jude Bellingham can tuck in his shirt, wear the Zidanes, and perform like that on the big stage? I need to know. Because for me, that he done his best Soboslai impression for me. That was his best Soboslai impression. You see it? That man.
Blackberry final boss.
Listen, and let's be honest, Will. You agree with me. I know you agree with me because I know You don't rate the way Madrid have been playing. I know you think you've had no tactics this season. I know. We know. All of us here know that Real Madrid's tactics is you lot go out and express yourself. And I'll raise
power
one
of the
eyebrow
brotherhood.
and think I'm
Power
cool.
of friendship.
And think I'm cool.
And
Huh?
they turn
Yeah,
into
yeah.
crossing, inshallah.
Yeah, brother. Listen, I see why you want Trent. I see it now. It's making so much sense.
Jude Linton.
Again, you lot want to get Trent. You want Trent, but you don't even have a target man in the box. So why do you want my right back for? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, don't waste my right back's potential, you know? Don't waste his potential with all this. Because I remember a while ago, if you're old enough to remember, Real Madrid tried to do the Harlem Globetrotters thing about 20 years ago. The unks will know. The unks will know. You don't know. Real Madrid, they tried to do it with Bex and that. You, man, tried to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You tried to do it. Man, then, are we looking at the same kind of thing now? Getting all these... No, listen, balance versus, individual quality. Arsenal showed you, man, today that balance is better. You can't buy your way into everything. Now, listen, the number 15 looks great, and we're always going to have a certain amount of respect for you. But, again, you've lost a lot of respect today. A lot of men have lost a lot of respect for you lot. Barca back. Barca slapped them.
We need to know what
Oh,
the hell.
Is it looking like
Let me know.
Dark.
What is the difference between Jude Bellingham not being Black Tomini?
Oh, that's dark. That's dark.
No,
Can we acknowledge Mons just called Real Madrid a battery?
What do you
Let
mean?
me know. I want to know what the difference between Bellingham and Scott McTominay.
All right,
I want to know, honestly.
So this is what I'm confused about, right?
You got a Man U
You
fan.
guys
You got a
play.
this fan.
So you play the worst Real Madrid side that we've seen in maybe like 4 years. I'd say since the Dan's last season. In
Don't
2021.
start. You guys
Okay,
were
hold on.
having-
No.
Let him run.
I'm gonna let him run. But before you say this, before this tie was played, did you say that you was gonna beat us? Yes or no?
I said 1-1 at the Emirates. I said 3-1 at the Bernabeu. Us.
So you obviously thought that you was good enough to turn us over. No Holmes. So all this that you're about to say, go on, waste your breath. Go on.
No. So it's not a waste of breath.
Breath.
Maybe they don't show La Liga in the UK, but if you've been watching, we've been trash, right? Like what Mon said, we've gotten battered by Barca twice. We got battered by Liverpool. We lost to Lille. We lost to AC Milan. We lost to Valencia. We lost to Real Betis. We got cooked by Real Sociedad. Brother, we've been trash all season. It's like, this is not a very new concept. Why do you think that people want Carlo Ancelotti sacked? It's not because I'm bored, right? It's because we've just been trash for the last 8 months. Now, the reason why I thought that we would go through is just blind faith, because it's the UCL. I had nothing to show me that we beat Arsenal over these 2 legs, but it's the UCL. It's my competition. It's when I've seen the most success from my club. So I'm just thinking, well, it's a big moment, right? These players, regardless of how trash we've been, it's UCL, so they should be able to get the job done. But in terms of on the pitch, Arsenal have been better than us this season. Arteta right now is a better manager than Carlo. Carlo is washed, right? Carlo is like Alexis Sanchez at Manchester United. It's like it's just awful. He has no tactics. It's just individual brilliance and the power of friendship, the power of brotherhood. And Mons is right? We're getting in Trent, but at the same time, it's not enough, right? We still need to go out there and make a couple of signings. We need an aerial threat in the box, somebody to come off the bench like Joselu, like what he did last season, right? Vinicius has been garbage. Rodrigo has been missing for like the last 2-3 months. And Mbappe's been our best attacker, but he got taken out the game by Saliba, Kiwior. Midfield's been non-existent. To me, it all goes back to Carlo. Just no tactics, just no instruction. So again, Arsenal, congratulations. You outplayed us, right, over these 2 legs. But again, let's not act like this is not a bad Real Madrid side.
Will, can I ask you something?
That's not what you were saying to start. That's not what you were saying to start this whole conversation.
No, I'm saying based off
but
based off how things are going this season, we are not good. Like
no, but if you were to have respected us to start,
why would I respect you in the UCL?
If you were to have respected Arteta, or if you were to have respected your opponent, knowing that you're not good defensively, knowing that your team is not have good tactics, knowing that you want your manager sacked because you don't rate his eyebrow raising anymore. Outside of that, if you were serious, then you would have been like, you know what? I could see us actually not going through or struggling to go through. But you were confident
I
you're
said
gonna
that
go
we
through.
struggle. I said that we
I thought you
struggle.
said you were gonna confident to go through.
No. I thought that we'd go through. I didn't think, because again, everybody thought that once this tie got, revealed, like after we beat Atleti and then you guys won against PSV, a lot of the rivals said that we're gonna come and we're gonna slap up Arsenal, we're gonna go to the Emirates, we're gonna do this and do that and other stuff. And I said on my channel, it's not how it's gonna go. I said it'll be 1-1 at the Emirates. I didn't think that I don't think anybody thought 3-0. But I said we'll either lose, but I think we'll draw 1-1 at the Emirates. And then I said at the Bernabeu, the individual brilliance will carry us through. See what I said? I never thought that we would outplay Arsenal because we don't outplay anybody underneath this manager. It's no tactic. So I don't expect us to just be able to flip a switch. But again, it's the UCL. So why would I show Arsenal respect in terms of, yeah, they can rock up at our ground? I'm talking about before the draw was before the games even happened, before even the first leg, before it was 3-0 up. Why would I give you guys that respect when it's proof of concept that my players turn up in big moments and your players bottle things? So why wouldn't I trust my players who I've seen win 5 UCLs?
That's not your fair. That's not your fair.
Yeah.
Because we're better than you defensively.
One thing I will say is,
Yeah, but you got to understand. Yeah, I hear it.
Sorry,
you were a bit
bit
naive for the disrespect this time.
Hold on, wait, like just 1 second, bro. The years that we've won the UCL, we've not even been the best team. Like last season against Dortmund were cooking us. We still some way found a way to win. Against Liverpool, they were cooking us. Courtois masterclass. We found a way to win.
Yeah, you lot done.
None of those teams are good defensively.
I just think this time, no, brother. I think
What do you mean none of those?
your lack of respect.
Wait. You said we weren't good
undoing
defensively
this
that
time.
we were very good defensively that year.
No, defending wasn't your main attribute.
What
Defensively,
season?
in the 2022-2023 season, we was very good defensively. Very good.
Last season.
No. 22-23.
Oh, the season we went to the final.
When Real Madrid beat us in the final. Vinicius
1-0,
Junior.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about the teams that they came back against. I'm not talking about Liverpool. The teams that they came back against from like goal deficits. Let's talk about it. PSG, not that good defensively. What do you call it? Dortmund, it turned into a basketball game. That Chelsea team were a little bit better defensively, but they ended up letting it get out of control at the end. Who else is there? If I'm not mistaken, you faced Juventus, you came back against them. You faced Wolfsburg, you came back against them. No, none of those teams you faced are actually good defensive teams. Arteta has the capability of playing good defense and also controlling games if need be. He has that capability to switch on a defensive tactic and to switch on a controlling tactic. And against Real Madrid, when you face a team that has the capability to set up defensively well, this is what you end up becoming. Where remontada can happen against Man City when they go toe-to-toe attacking football. But when you're saying, you know what, we're not gonna let you play your game, but you're also not gonna dictate how we.
That's the thing. We have no game. It's just individual brilliance. Like that's just the game. There's no game plan to stop from us. I can't tell you what we're gonna do most weeks. It's something different every single time. It's just what players on smoke that day. It's nothing in terms of system. Now, last season, right? You got to give Carlo credit because Benzema left. Jude comes in. He makes that adjustment to play Jude false 9. I will give him credit for that. But now that this season's come, he looks confused. I cannot tell you what we're going to. There's no game plan to neutralize, right? So, again, I think that you guys played us at the right time. Again, you were the better team. You dominated us. The aggregate could have been a bit more if Courtois didn't have a good performance in both legs. I will give you all of that. But let's not act like you're playing a team that has been cooking all season and that this is like, oh my goodness. Come on now. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's not.
Will, can I ask you something? Are you worried at all? Like, because I'm looking at your team, yeah, you got Vinicius, you got Mbappe, you got bare man that are just like proper class, but like getting back and that they don't ever track back.
They don't care.
Now,
don't care.
yeah, and now you're getting Trent as well. Is it a thing where I remember when PSG had like Neymar, Mbappe, and it just didn't work? Or is it more of you're waiting for a manager, the new manager to come in and then you'll make like a judgment?
Yeah, I think Jurgen Klopp's going to get it right when he comes in. You feel me?
You think? Oh, you think you're getting
Wait, when?
Yeah.
When?
I hear it though.
Well, you reckon that's a done deal type of thing, or
I don't think it's a done deal, but I think Klopp's at Leipzig, bro. Like, come on now. If Real Madrid come calling, he'll be like, you know what? Let me go play. Let me go manage a club that I actually back.
Wait, are you just fantasizing? Or
Wait, are you saying he's gonna come back to manage?
I remember watching.
I feel like
why would you guys go for him over Xavi?
Because Klopp's a better manager than
Klopp
Xavi.
is a good
and
manager.
he knows how to win, innit?
Yeah, Klopp.
And you know what it is
Nah,
with Real
bro.
Madrid.
If
they
I'm
want
you,
winners now.
I go get Xabi. The tactics, the new age manager.
But Real Madrid fans.
Xavi's always going to be there.
Real Madrid will do.
Yeah, trust me.
I don't think
Xavi's always going to be
The
there.
thing is, though, right? Like, if you look at the squad that we
Real
have,
Madrid accepting three at the back.
well, wait, but thing is, though, I think
he's not going to play
squad
three at
that
the back. Xabi is a tactical genius. He can play many
he
different
does
ways.
interchange. Like, sometimes it's a back three, sometimes it's a four.
Well,
he does interchange.
I think you guys need to realize the day and age of Pep, Klopp, and everything. We're moving past that. This is new age.
It's
new
not.
managers.
Calm down.
Get them in.
Calm down.
Hey, a gal though.
Wait. Hold on. Wait 1 sec. Patrick, don't say calm down when you was thinking about you had thoughts about sacking Pep. Don't do that.
A gal though. Don't you feel like Alonso, they could get Alonso whenever they want. With
How much
Klopp,
can get anyone they want?
yeah,
How much
with
can get anyone?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With Klopp, you kind of pull him out. Yeah, come over here, give him a couple seasons. Alonso gets more experience, and then once
Real Madrid as well. Like that's why.
Who says they don't take Arteta at the end of the season? Maybe.
Hey, chill out.
No.
Hey, don't do that. Hey, Will, don't do that. Don't you dare, bro.
I'll tell you
after what he's just done, you should not be like.
I mean, Arteta just won the quarterfinal trophy, according to all.
Can I say one thing? Guys, can I say one thing?
There's no phases at Real Madrid. Like, there's none of these phases. Like, it's phase.
One second.
Like,
Arteta wouldn't fit in at Real Madrid. Arteta wouldn't fit in at Real Madrid. He's a Barcelona boy. If he were to go to Barcelona, he can go there with his sculptures and everything and be an architect. We know that. But if he goes to Real Madrid, Real Madrid don't need people to come there and build things. What they want, Real Madrid, is somebody to come in there and build the fast food chain. Get everything quick. Get things sorted quick.
Don't do second 3 times in a row, though. That's the thing.
That's Real Madrid's a fast food chain.
They don't do silver medal. It's not the Olympics, bro.
Yeah, you guys want everything quick. You want instant success, instant changes, quick results and changes. Nothing at Real Madrid screams long term.
Of course,
they win every year.
Look at how young my players are. What are you
talking about? You guys have changed your tactic.
You got the wrong shirt on, I swear you do.
Why is that? My brother, when I bought this shirt, you were wearing nappies, Catch. What do you want?
You woke up blindfold today, innit?
Catch, guys, we won. Be happy. Stop going for each other.
Yeah,
no, fight.
Oh, he's coming for me, bro.
No, listen,
I don't mind. Like, if you want to talk like a kid, I'll talk like a kid.
You do realize you come from a place of privilege.
You know what I mean?
Being a Real Madrid fan, you come from a place of privilege.
I love
this year. This year, you're getting. This year, you've been humbled. This year, you've been humbled by Barcelona. You've been humbled by Arsenal. You've been humbled by cup teams.
That I've been humbled by Barca.
Twice.
By the way, I've seen a lot of bad performances. I've seen
Listen, what do you want to play them?
I personally think.
Can we play Real Madrid every
I personally think if you guys want a new manager, you should go for Xavi.
No,
Xavi is the guy.
No, hey, look at the squad that we have right now. There's a lot of parallels with what Klopp was doing at Liverpool. Midfield full of runners.
Now I see why
that can invert. You could play Rodrigo and like that Firmino.
So you're saying Trent's going to link up with Klopp at Real Madrid? That's crazy, you know.
That's why I said. That's why it's all making sense now. It's all making sense now.
And Klopp came out today saying he might resign. You know.
And you know what it is? Where Klopp was so emotionally attached to Liverpool, he couldn't have left at Liverpool and gone straight to Real Madrid. He had to do this. It's getting too much.
You know
what I'm saying?
All right, yes. Let me ask Aaron. Aaron, were you one of these Arteta out people? Were you one of these?
Yeah,
Okay, how people-
yeah. Why wouldn't I be? He hasn't won anything in 5 years.
All right. So fair enough. So at least during this stream, you have bigged him up and you've said, you know what? Fair play to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, unlike Catch, you listen. The first thing I done there was absolutely big every single person up. I even bigged the manager up, but obviously you've got better ears. You get their wax out, innit? He needs to get the cotton buds in there. I
Listen,
think.
it's
Oh, yeah,
so
with
easy
olive
to
oil.
wind you up, Aaron. I know it. I've seen
It's not-
you. No holes.
yeah.
I've seen
Okay,
it.
can we
I'm
talk?
good.
I don't want to be
I'm
negative,
good,
but
I'm
I'm gonna
buzzing,
mention
yeah.
one thing he said. You're right about Odegaard.
Yeah.
But I do think it's not a negative. What it is, he is not a counter-attacking player. He's somebody who plays with slower tempo. When we counter-attack, it kind of messes him up because his quick decision making is not there. He's somebody who takes extra touch, glides past defenders, and he helps you in the final third. But when you need a quick
Odegaard
fire
glides past
and
defenders.
counter-attack,
When was the
he
last
slows
defender
down
you
the
seen
game
glide
too
past?
much.
When was the last player you seen beat Odegaard, by the way? I can't even remember. He
I
don't
can't
glide
remember
past
too.
anyone.
I can't
Every
even
time he
remember
gets
too.
the ball, he stops, turns around
Bellingham?
and looks left. Either passes left or passes backwards.
Bellingham. He done it
Oh,
today.
No, but you know today,
Everyone had a go
Mikel
at Bellingham
Moreno
today.
showed
Everyone had a go at Bellingham
better
today.
number 10 skills.
Lewis-Skelly had a go at
I know what
Bellingham.
you're saying.
Marino had a go at
Mikel Moreno
Bellingham.
showed better number 10
Odegaard had a
skills
go at
today
Bellingham. They all had
than
a go.
Odegaard.
They had all had a go on him. The guy is shit, man.
Odegaard,
Guys, what do you
though,
know
he-
about ballers? You haven't
Why,
seen a
brother,
baller
trust
at
me,
United
trust-
since Pogba
trust
left.
me.
But the other
Bro,
10 have been
the
good.
funniest thing
He's not
about
that guy,
Jude
bro.
Bellingham, we made him shave
He's
his
not that
chin
guy.
strap, and he was still shit.
He's not.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. We
Hey,
dog walk
You guys
Bellingham.
notice
Come
that?
on, come on, Wookiees.
You know what it is, yeah? He's just, bro.
Enjoy
He's just
Hoyland
not.
every
He's
week.
just not. Hey, brother. He's not that guy. Simple
Bro,
as
of
that.
course he's that guy. What are you
No, he's
talking
not that guy.
about?
Like Cole Palmer last year, who had an amazing season. Like Jude, it's the same shit. You're just
You
not
know
that
Jude's
guy.
having a good season, right?
And Cole Palmer's 10 times the player Bellingham is.
I low-key kind of agree with that. Like on the ball, yeah.
Did you see that comment? Say Jude is rice with a Hunter card. You know Hunter from
All right, yo, guys, can I ask you guys a question quickly? PSG,
Yeah.
PSG, Arsenal play PSG next. Are you guys are people still underestimating Arsenal, or you guys expect us to go through versus PSG?
I think it's going to be a good battle. It's going to be a very good battle.
Gonna be a
I
good
don't.
match.
You're
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna-
going to
don't
be
get
a
me wrong, you're not
quality
getting the
game.
ball.
Quality game of
Yeah.
football.
At PSG, you're not getting the ball, but see Emirates. I think you got them first. You got to just
I
do
mean,
what you did to Madrid.
the party yellow
You wanna know
card was
something,
really-
guys?
It was
Oh,
such
bad
a
then.
No
silly yellow
Partey
card for
first
Partey
leg?
to get, man.
Yeah,
I think it was
that was such a
silly yellow card
disappointing
for him.
damper.
But because it's at the
crazy.
Emirates, I think you'll be all right because I had the Emirates. But
Never
it was a
talk to
silly
me
yellow
about
card
Black
for him.
Tominay, man. Get out
But
of here,
yo,
man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. When does the cards reset? When do they reset?
I think in the next round.
Now it's
that's
reset
that,
now.
yeah.
It's reset now.
That's a little dampener on the
Thomas
game,
Partey,
wasn't it,
man,
really,
what
to be
are you
fair. The
doing?
Thomas Partey card, it was late. It was only 85th
And
minute.
it's
You
very
didn't have to
important,
do
he
it.
He
bowled
bumped
out.
into
Bowled out.
Rudiger.
mate.
Why'd he
Yeah.
bump into him?
Yeah, you need to stay away from him if you want to get a
it was
card.
very
Rudiger knew
silly,
what he was
no
doing.
need.
How did Thomas
That's
Partey
Wait,
like
how
how
about
was he
this?
like able to like how did he get into
disappointing that.
Bro,
Like, what's
all
going
that
on
stuff
here?
is bullshit.
Like how was Thomas Partey even available today? Like this is crazy.
What do you mean?
Oh, is that what we're doing now, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're
Don't
going with.
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
do
I
that.
almost
We're
told you
definitely
to
not
leave
All
going
right,
there.
all right.
No way.
Let's
I'll
get
go there
on to
offline,
France.
but
Let's
not
get on to
on.
France.
No way.
We're done past Real Madrid. We're past you now.
Just
You guys are
joke.
old news. We have knocked out the champions, guys. In order to, and also to all those people, calling me
Let him
delusional.
talk,
To
Will.
all
Come
those
on,
people
manners.
who are calling me delusional for combined 11s and saying we're gonna beat Real Madrid, and the people, all the people who've been saying, you know what, we're out of the competition because we drew Real Madrid. Have some confidence in your team, guys. This team now has shown you we're capable of going up against the best of the best and winning ties. I don't want to see any more Arsenal fans saying, you know what, now we're out because we're facing Real Madrid. Now we're out because we're facing Barcelona. We shouldn't be having that mentality ever again.
Miguel,
And
though,
the,
the point
and
that
the
you're
sad thing
making,
is,
bruv,
the same people who call me delusional and the Standards FC guys who want the manager sacked are the same people who said Bukayo Saka shouldn't play. We should rest him. He's gonna get injured. We shouldn't be playing. We shouldn't be playing Martinelli. We shouldn't be friggin' risking these guys. Wait until next season. And now
What
we're
happened?
sitting here potentially 2 games away from a Champions League final, and those same guys are saying, you know what, fair play.
Miguel, I
Believe
get
in
what
your
you're saying,
team.
though. I get what you're saying in Perfect Princess Fairyland, yeah. But what we got to appreciate is this team have no European pedigree. So why are you saying, yeah, we stood up tonight? When we're saying, oh, yeah, you know, we're not too confident about Real Madrid is because they've won it on a consistent basis and achieved everywhere. What have we done? We went out a mare against Bayern Munich. We've got no pedigree. That's why when we say things like that, we're going off the basis of historical events, how we've been performing over a long period of time. You're not going,
Aaron,
we beat Real Madrid 3-0. That's
Hold on,
it.
Mega.
Yeah, we're going to
Aaron, but the history tells you we turned Real Madrid into Tottenham.
Of course, yeah, you know. But what I'm saying is you can't say you'll be confident in the team. You've just got to also look at things and be realistic sometimes. But I wish I had your confidence thing,
but Aaron, so wait, you're talking about put that up. Look at that. That's cute.
Yeah, the jollof rice.
Hey, put the video up. The video is even better. Put the video up.
There's a video. I don't think I could put the video.
No, there's a video.
Oh, can we? I never spoke about the referee. That was the best refereeing performance I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the calls were very fair. They were very fair.
That was the best use of VAR I've ever seen.
That pen though that you guys got though was pretty soft.
Bro, you're lucky your player didn't get sent off. He stepped on my guy.
Come on. Like that was a soft pen. Real Madrid fans right now. This guy, man. Yo, you see, man, Carlo out. This guy got me getting trolled by a United fan. Carlo out. This is crazy.
What is that? A chocolate bar? A Mars bar?
No, it's a bag of rice. A bag of rice.
Yeah. And the baby starts screaming and Wait, Aaron, though, quickly. You said about like pedigree and everything, yeah? So now that we got PSG next, they've never won it. Would you say that Arsenal are favourites? Or would you give it to PSG?
I wouldn't say we're favourites, but I wouldn't say we're massive underdogs, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Like, they have, when you look at the last 5 years, they haven't won it, but then they're used to some semi-finals. They've got to a final. So when I'm saying that, what I'm saying is,
Aaron,
we haven't got there. I'm not, brother. You're not listening. You're just interrupting.
No, but you just said about not winning and pedigree.
To get to the final.
I wouldn't play Kai Havertz in this team ever again because he's useless. But anyway, that's another conversation.
He scored in the final against.
Hey, I love that.
Yeah, mate. Listen, you'll jump on the point when I'm making that. I'm just making it off of. Do you know what I mean? You can't get too fucking giddy because we've a phenomenal.
Bro, call me Quagmire. I'm giggity, bro.
Listen,
when can you get giddy though?
I'm giddy, bruv. I'm buzzing, bruv. I'm giddy now. I'm absolutely buzzing. But what I'm saying is we can all just also take a calm down. We've got to have a ×2 performance. I'm not saying that we won't do it, but we've got to do this again. I'm not saying, I'm confident that we won't, but I'm also not going to go, we can do it. And just
let me give you some confidence.
I'm just keeping my form on there.
Let me give you some
PSG
confidence.
are
How
a bit
about
more
that?
seasoned than us in the Champions
League. I'm going to stand up for this one.
They're more seasoned than we are in the Champions League. Well, I'm not saying that we won't have a good chance of beating them. You're just taking it too far. You're not letting me explain my point.
I was just asking, because of what you said about the PSG and
Aaron,
heritage, that's all.
Yeah.
Aaron, I listened to what you said. Can I say this to you? We played PSG this season. We played PSG this season. Their defense and midfield that we face. I know. But their defense and midfield that we face is going to be relatively the same. The only difference is going to be their attack. The attack is a big difference. I get that. But we just went up against an attack. We just went up against an attack that has Jude Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo, and we made them look average. Now, I back my team 1v1 defending on the wings more than majority teams in the world. I back us to 1v1 defend. In the center back positions, I back my center backs in a battle between any of those guys that they have in their team. My midfield, I don't know what Arteta's going to do without Partey in the first leg, but he's going to have to figure it out. The question that I've had was the attack. And what they've shown me over these games versus Real Madrid is that when we play PSG, when we play Real Madrid, we have more of the ball in more comfortable areas, and we're not playing low blocks. We're not sitting down waiting for these guys to open up. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm confident. I'm confident.
Can I jump in on the point that Catch was saying and to sort of say that after watching that over the Madrid over 2 legs, I am more confident going into this 100% because I've seen we can do it. I am more confident. I'm just more of a guard on there. They are a bit more seasoned than us. They've been better than us over the last 5 years in the Champions League. So I just don't lose my head with with fairyland. Do you know what I mean? I'd just like to stay and think, yeah, you know, it's going to be tough.
But is
I
it a
don't think
fairyland
we're
to say
favourites.
we're favorites over
I
PSG?
just
Oh, yeah,
don't
you
think
are.
we
You are. I think you are.
I
Beating Real
don't
Madrid,
know,
yeah, you
but
are.
it's only
100%.
slight. I'm not saying we're nowhere near. I'm saying we're just slight underdogs.
Nah.
I think that's fair.
Would you
so
rather
the
play
thing is with-
Barcelona or Inter? This is where I want to know.
Oh,
What's your
Barcelona, 100%. Inter
Yeah,
Milan
but
does what we
agree.
do, only better.
Barca, I'll take it. Yeah,
No,
I'll
Let's
I'll
go.
rather-
Barca 2.0. Let's
Inter
face
Milan-
Barca in the final.
Yeah,
Inter Milan do
And
everything
we,
we do,
we, we
better.
finally get the Champions League versus them.
2000.
The ones that we
honest.
deserved
over
years
again.
ago.
I'm gonna be very
Guys
honest,
again
right?
from
Like,
gas
don't have
now.
me-
It's written
Hey,
in the
was it
cards.
Was it
Don't
2006?
Like, don't
If we
have me
face
do
Inter,
the
we're fucked.
Barcelona prop, but I'm
Yeah, we agree, for fuck's sake. Jesus
If
Christ,
we
man,
face
what's
Inter,
going
we're
on?
fucked.
Me
Inter's
and
the
a
best
girl,
team
boy,
remaining in
that's
the
it.
competition.
We're talking.
No,
yeah.
And they
Yeah.
they played
They're
that
the most
nasty
dangerous.
low
I think
block.
they're the best.
No, you know
I
what
don't
it
think
is?
they're
Inzaghi's
best.
the
It is.
only
They're
manager
dangerous.
left that could beat Arteta over.
Will, you know what it is? It's
If
because
he flick is
Barcelona
in the
need.
competition.
Fact.
No, it's because
No, but it's the low block that
Barcelona
exactly
need
low
first,
block.
though, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Beat
yeah,
PSG
Crazy.
first. Remember that.
Do not
Beat
have
PSG
me prop
first.
up Barcelona, please.
I'm not.
No, no, but
I'm
they
not
are the
funny,
best
yeah.
team left in this
I
competition.
no, I hear you, Will. But I feel
Barcelona
like
are
if we
not
play
better than
Barca,
Arsenal or Inter.
if we
Yeah,
play
but-
Barca, there will be more space. With Inter, I feel
That
that
I
they're
agree.
just gonna do the low block thing. They've done it before,
Inter-
bro, and they scumbag the 1-0 this season.
Bro, Inter, their center back will pop up in the goal when out of nowhere. You'll be shocked. You'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Bastoni,
What do you
the
think
long
Inigo
runs
Martinez
that he
has been
makes
doing?
is crazy.
I'll stand by what I said. Inter Milan do what we do, but better. They're dangerous. I definitely wouldn't
Inter Milan
play
is the
them
best
the final.
team in the
Lautaro
world.
Martinez is on
Definitely wouldn't want
fire at the moment.
But
On
in
Inter
terms
Milan
fire.
is the best team defensively and offensively in
Yeah.
the world.
Like with
What?
the
No, that's
I ain't
wild
watched
now.
them
That's
enough.
wild.
I ain't watched them
Oh,
enough.
hey, them
That's
DeMarco whips are not a joke, you know.
Yeah.
They're
You know
not a
what
joke.
Barcelona is? You know what
Umbrella.
Barcelona is? Barcelona is full throttle. They are Ange Postecoglou with Tottenham, La Liga version. That's what they are.
You don't watch
That
them,
is
bro.
the best
You don't
version
watch
of what
them.
Ange wants to be. If
You
Ange
know
wasn't a
what?
fraud, that's what they would look like.
Hey,
Barcelona, we need a
bro.
defensive masterclass and then hit them on the.
But you
That's
know,
how
you
we
know what the
beat
thing
them.
is,
Inter Milan
yeah,
won't
you're
give us
missing one
that
thing though
fight.
about
Yeah.
Barcelona. They got a manager who's actually won the
Yeah.
Champions League before as
Thank
well.
you.
He knows the moment.
Well, look, point is, I hope that Inter do knock out Barca. I don't want Barca to make the final because I don't want them to have a
I don't
chance
mind,
to win
man.
it.
I'm
Like,
sad
if
you
they
are
can
not
get
winning.
knocked out in the next round, that'd be perfect. But I'm telling you right now, Barcelona are the best team that's remaining in this competition.
I
Like,
can't
don't
wait for
think
Arsenal
that
to
Based
win
on
the
what?
final.
Based on what?
Like, huh?
Based on what?
Based off the 40 games that I've watched this season, like
He does a
they're
hate on every day,
phenomenal,
innit?
bro.
Every
Like
day, every
I
week.
think
can't lie,
Inter.
this
I think
season, they are
Inter.
phenomenal.
I hope they beat Inter because
I hope
I
that
think
they
we'd
don't.
have. I think we would have tactically. We would have an easier game versus Barcelona than we would Inter.
Hear me out, man.
Because
Hear me out,
Barcelona.
hear me out, hear me out,
Wait,
hear me out.
but one second. Wait.
Lewandowski versus Kivio.
But he got
Man.
him. The
Bro,
thing is, though,
I'm not
bro,
gonna lie to you.
Oh,
I've
it's not-
seen Kylian Mbappe. I've seen Kylian
Kevin.
Mbappe struggle versus Kivior. So
Yeah, but
just
Mbappe is not a
Lewandowski doesn't
striker.
have the legs.
Mbappe is not a striker.
Yeah,
Nah,
he's
but
not a nine.
Kivio had a good two
Like,
legs. I'm not gonna lie.
Polish, Polish, man. It'll
Yeah,
be
no, he
Polski
did.
against
Done himself
Polski,
good,
bro.
man.
It's
Bro,
bad.
this is amazing because he knows him.
I don't
Yeah.
underestimate
Even better.
Lewandowski, bro. As a number 9 in the box, that's the last player you want this season in the box. I'll be real.
But you wanna know something?
Cass.
I back
Hold on,
my
Agal.
fullbacks. I back my
He was saying all
I
of this
back my
before.
fullbacks versus Rodrigo and Yamal.
No,
I mean,
Lewandowski's
Rafinha,
what do you call it?
Rafinha,
Rafinha and
Bro,
Yamal.
hey, Cass,
He's
you
a-
was telling us all this about Real Madrid. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
but-
gonna
yeah,
have
but it's- but
Vinicius and thingy running down the wing.
I thought they would fish
You've heard
up.
it
I thought
before.
they'd fish up a little bit more. But the thing is,
Bro,
what they got
I'm gonna
is
have to
balance.
go.
They got
Respect,
balance.
bro. Listen,
Yeah, I'm gonna go,
final
man.
thing, guys. Have belief. This Arsenal team gets to a final, we have to win it, bro. We've never won a Champions League. Everyone's got to go. If we get to the final, I'm going. I've never been to a freaking Champions League final.
You don't
I have
think-
to go.
Yeah.
Germany,
Wait.
meet up and
You
say
think
hello.
Lewandowski's a scrub,
Meet
bro?
him and say hello again.
Lewandowski. You know what Lewandowski does? Not only has he got link up play and hold up. Yeah, he's
No,
got- his ball
Lewandowski's not a
striking
scrub.
No,
But you want to know
he's not.
something?
I'm be real. though.
Arsenal-
Lewandowski watch.
Arsenal
Lewandowski watch.
Arsenal got dogs defensively,
Watch.
and I don't think they
Not
face
washed.
too many defensive juggernauts like Arsenal and
No,
Inter.
you know what it is? It's the you know
Lewandowski is still a great finisher,
No,
right?
you know, he's
like in
still
like the
pace.
box,
He's got
still
no
a great
pace, yeah,
finisher, but like
but
his overall game is so declined.
yeah,
Like,
but I'm saying if
he's
you're
like
gonna have a
Kane, you don't need
Lewandowski,
pace.
yeah, but yeah, you don't need it. The thing is, if
You
you're
don't
gonna
need
be in a box, the last thing you need is you need Saliba more than ever. That's the
That's
difference.
why
You need him
Ibrahimovic
more than
was
ever.
dangerous, bruv, for years. He never needed pace. He just relied on
Yeah.
quality of finishing, his strength,
But I
just
can't
like
lie.
Lewandowski
Now
does in
versus
positioning.
Lewis-Skelly, yeah, if it does come to that, is a fucking battle. I can't wait to watch.
that's not a
Can't
battle.
wait.
That's not a
Can't wait.
battle.
No,
Hey,
no, don't underestimate
Hey, clip
not a
Lewis-Skelly.
this,
battle.
man. You
That's
hear
not a
him?
battle.
It's not a
see,
battle.
See
Alright.
not a
Boda,
battle.
yeah. See Boda,
Alright.
he's getting ripped up by Saka. Facts.
Say it
Ripped.
again.
Alright.
Boda,
Say again?
that left back. He's getting ripped up. If
Like
they play
Baldwin,
him,
yes.
he's
But
getting ripped to fucking
Lewis-Skelly,
pieces.
because he like here's the thing. Unlike Real Madrid, right? Because even though Rodrigo is very talented, he's third in the pecking order. Like we don't play through him. I think that we should have went to Rodrigo more to test Lewis-Skelly, but we want to force it on the left. So
Mbappe
that's
and
again,
Vini, yeah.
that's the manager fault. Barcelona played through Lamine Yamal. Lewis-Skelly is going to get cooked because
But then
like,
we could say
before-
when
before
Martinelli.
him. Go ahead.
Go on, sorry.
Martinelli's played against
When-
Rodrigo.
No, when Martinelli's on the pitch, bro, today Martinelli was literally like a left back, bro. He was up
Man,
and
Jules
down.
Koundé
It's
is
always
gonna get
it's always
smoked,
two
bro.
man on. It's not just gonna be Yamal v Skelly. Martinelli's always gonna be there.
He's not a weakling
Nah.
either, you know.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a good
What's
game.
this?
man.
What you
Well,
doing? Yorles. I think it's how you say Yorles. A gal talking about matchup in the final. Read you people underestimate Arsenal against Madrid football. Humble. Hey, let us gas these man up until to the time they lose, and then we can have our fun.
Yeah, let
You
us
wanna know
guess
what the
them
thing
out.
is like with the
You know how it
PSG
goes,
matchup,
man.
bro.
Come
Like,
on, man.
so like the
Kunde
thing
is not
Arsenal
pocketing no one. He's rubbish. He's rubbish. Stop
Wait,
it.
who?
Martinelli will Kunde, bro.
Kunde.
Crap, man.
Who?
You know what? You know what is, yeah? You know what is,
Yeah,
I have
I'm
an
not gonna
issue,
pop
yeah.
up
I
on
have an
Sunday,
issue with
yeah,
centre back. I have an issue with centre backs playing that full. I can't stand it, my bro. I
He's
can't
been
stand
okay.
it.
Well, but to be fair to Kunde, he's
He's been getting carried, but he's been getting carried by Yamal. That's
Nah,
side. It's been
nah,
hiding
bro.
the
He's
efficiencies,
been
bro.
cooking though. Nah, bro.
Nah,
like, he's
man.
been big
Nah,
for
nah,
Barca
nah,
this
nah.
season. He has
I
been,
can't
he has
lie.
been.
I can't
Yeah.
lie. He's stiff. I don't like this. Every time I
what
watch this
is
guy,
Kunde?
yeah, I
Is
can't
Kunde at
stand
right
him.
back?
Yeah,
Yeah, he plays right back.
Plays right back.
Nah,
have an
but the
issue
thing
with-
is though,
nah.
you have to watch like when he
Alright.
overlaps though. Like Kunde is actually good. on the
Timber
ball.
is miles better than this, brother.
Timber's been
Miles.
awesome, mate.
Timber's class.
Unbelievable.
Hey.
Honestly,
Brother, I'm
overrated
not trying to
in
talk
general.
about Anthony
And
fucking
after
Remontadas
coming
and all
back
this
from
shit.
that,
Like-
coming back from that injury as well, bro, Timber
Nah.
is, bro. There's not really a better right back out there now.
No, he's one of
Wait, can
he's
I-
The only one that could probably chat to him is Hakimi. That's probably
Hakim
right
is-
now.
Hakim is
Right
good.
now.
No, and Mendes. Mendes as a
He's
as,
left
as a
back,
fullback, as a fullback, as a
Yeah,
fullback, as a fullback.
Nah,
Can I
I
ask something?
don't think
Can I ask? Wait, let me ask Arsenal.
like that though.
Wait, let me ask
Like,
Arsenal
Kunde's been
fans. So
very
are you
good
guys
this
100% saying you're underdogs against PSG or it's 50-50 or you're better?
For me, it's like
Because the matchup is going to be
45
mad.
the other way. Do you know, I don't think there's much in it. I think we only slight there. Only just because of, you know what I mean, they've sort of been there, done it. Not in terms of winning it, but
Been
they're
there,
in and
done
around
what,
this
though? What do you mean
position.
been there, done it? What do you mean been there,
Yeah,
done what?
they've just sort of been here a little bit
I
more.
swear they-
often,
I
you
swear
know what I
they've
mean?
been
This is our first semi-final in 16 years, boys. Let's not
They've
forget.
been
But
to one
hold on.
final.
Wait,
They've been to one
Aaron,
final.
they've been to one,
Yeah, but
yeah,
they've
one
been
final like
on the
us.
board, you know what I mean? They're just a little bit more seasoned. Is only what I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
They've got a
like,
manager
he's not
that
wrong,
has
like,
won it
PSG.
before. They're a little bit more seasoned than us.
I mean,
So
like,
Seasoned by who? It's a
hey,
different team. It's a different team, though. It's a different team.
But the thing is, though,
the manager still has. You know what I'm saying? The manager's been there and done that, and the team's been knocking around more than us. It is a point that I'm making. I'm not saying it makes them massive, huge, ridiculous favourites, am I? Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying that is a little bit of advantage when you've got a manager who's been there, seen there, done it. They've got a slightly better European pedigree than us. This
Wait,
is
you,
all
you don't
fact.
have confidence after
No, I don't
Villa
Slightly,
almost
understand
cooked
that.
them.
Slightly.
Determined.
Slightly.
Yeah, slightly. Yeah.
But Villa almost cooked them. You don't have confidence after Villa almost cooked them. Villa almost cooked them. Don't you have confidence?
nah,
Because
to be
Villa-
fair, though,
Listen,
Patrick,
that's what I'm
I think
saying.
that
I'm not
PSG
saying that
is
it's ridiculous and I'm
underestimated.
going in there with my legs shaking. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying we're just slight underdogs. That's all.
No, wait,
Okay,
but I thought
yeah.
that PSG thought that the game was like that. The tie was done.
Done,
Like,
yeah,
I
Oh,
they
think
maybe,
look
yeah,
complacent. They look
Yeah.
complacent.
Wait,
But the
but
thing is,
what does play in Arsenal's favor though against PSG is that
But if they
they're not
play,
that
the
pitiful.
way they played against Liverpool, which is going to be more than likely, then it's going to be the focus is going to be on another level. But let's not act like Mendes has been serious this half of the season. I'd say, just a little bit
That
more.
kid, Desiree Doué's a baller.
But bro, Saka's ripped him up in it. I've seen it. He won't like playing against him.
And
It's,
he
it's
said
one of
it as
those
well.
ones.
He said it.
Pacho, I can't
Saka's-
imagine Pacho's a bit. Bro, that guy is like Upamecano, man. But a little bit more agile.
Cass, can I just make this point as well? One thing I do hope as well for these 2 legs against PSG is they've already won their domestic league, yeah. So they will 100% have the luxury. They can have the luxury to rest. Look, I know they'll probably maybe, I don't know what you're saying, Catch on it. Arsenal, please, I just hope you agree, man. It's Arsenal are not winning the bloody Premier League. They are just not.
100%.
So I thank God. I was wondering what way you were going to go with that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I was really worried that you was going to go, well, we still mathematically can. Thank God you're not there. Jesus Christ, I've underestimated your fairylandness then. But the point I'm trying to make is I hope that we were able to, you know what I mean? Mikel Arteta does use them opportunities to rest the players. Do you know what I mean? Like you think we had this game and he played Thomas Partey. Not only did he play Thomas Partey, he played him at right back and he picked up a knock. I just think there's just ways of going about it now, and surely. You know, the game before
I don't
the
get
PSG
that. Why
game.
are the cars not being like? Why have they waited for a semi-final to scrap the whole thing? Like, what? That's just dumb. I think it's dumb. Quarterfinals, it should be wiped clean. Everything should be wiped clean. You're ruining a lot.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know what I mean? It's been an unbelievable 2 legs and an unbelievable evening. And if there was just a sour little touch on your tongue, it's definitely the Partey yellow card. That's a real shame because he's been unbelievable as well. Declan Rice gets all the plaudits, and he rightfully does. The moments in the Emirates and the performance today was just.
Why haven't you extended his contract?
Unbelievable. Pardon?
Why haven't you extended Partey's contract?
We know why.
I know. Yeah, I'm asking the same questions as you, bruv. Yeah, I really don't know because last season he was very injured and he has had his niggles, but this season he's been fit, been unbelievable. Probably our best midfielder all season as a whole. 100%, mate. I would love to see Arsenal give him a little 12-monther with another option for another 12 months. That's double sensible to me. It gives us an extra thing to do in the market as well. We've got so many things to concentrate on this summer. Replacing Partey as well as bringing someone else in. I mean, it just adds it. Yeah,
Jorginho's going on the free as well.
That's what I'm saying. You get Zubimendi, but then that's with Thomas Partey in there. Do you know what I mean? When you're taking Thomas Partey out of it, you need another one in there. Like Catch said with Jorginho going, we could really do with extending his contract 100%, man. And it just give us another thing to focus on in the window. But like I was saying at the point, I just hope Mikel Arteta does manage his squad a little bit better now. And just sort of does absolutely 100% prioritise them semi-final legs. No silliness. Do you know what I mean? Maybe rest Saliba, before the game, maybe rest Partey, maybe rest Rice, maybe rest, or just manage. Saka.
Play Partey.
I know he still needs.
Remember, he's missing.
Yeah. That's right. But yeah, I'm on about the both legs. Do you know what I mean? Just be sensible. Be sensible. The last thing could you imagine we got Declan Rice injured against Crystal Palace or something?
Or Saliba.
Don't put it in the air. What are we doing? Don't put that in there.
Well, what we're gonna put in there is people. You can go subscribe to everyone. You can see their channel names in their name tags, or if not, you can see it on. I'm pretty sure he's using OBS. Football Carnage as well, where you see all the crash outs from Will recently. But yeah, man, everyone, we're gonna go raid another channel, so let's do them a favor. Yeah, tomorrow